There's no promise.
It's a symbol, and a community and a price, right? It's the most powerful money, But anyway, I think my point is this. I think we start from a world where the world I grew up in, where we had no questions on money, and even the most curious person, right, found it extremely hard. I was very curious, but I found it extremely hard to actually understand what money is. There's just no examples, right? But now we're in a world where holy shit, if a young person today, they can create money. They can create money themselves. That's amazing. And that's the change you can see. I think it's amazing.
So the question is, what is money?
Where's money?
Yeah.
And where does the money go when it's lost in a crisis?
So you begin evaluating how money is created, and money is created under the assumption that when the IMF comes in to a third world country and wants to nationalize it or build infrastructure, or there's aid packages. These aren't aid packages, these are loans. So what do you collateralize for that money? You collateralize human energy, you collateralize land, you collateralize nationalized assets, you collateralize all these things. And if you don't pay back your loan, which is impossible for most countries to pay off because they can't print dollars, right? Then you have to enslave your people, you have to give up your land, and you have to give up your resources. The reason fiat is a scam is simply because you're creating something out of nothing and you're exchanging it for things that are real. And you're adding interest rates, which especially in places like the Middle East is considered haram. And what you're doing is you're stealing from the people through inflation and through the devaluation of currency by printing more money. Now, when you have fixed supply...
Can you just explain this last sentence in a very simple fashion for normal people who don't understand crypto? Because this is so important. Some people call that the hidden tax, right? It's so important to understand.
Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed. This is natural law. You cannot break natural law. You have to abide by natural law. Money is energy. In its purest form, money is energy. So what happens when you introduce $6 trillion of fiat currency into the system and you inject it? If I was to work a 9-to-5 job...
Which is what happened in 2020 during COVID,
and it's been happening since 1971. So what happens when I introduce $6 trillion of printed money into the system?